All right. What's going on, party people? Third time trying to do this video. Yeah. So, as y'all know, I've been getting up at 3 in the morning with Eric Thomas. Not me and him, just him, but everybody on his IG, doing an IG live, talking about, just vision, getting your mindset right, a whole slew of things. And you really need to go back and look at all of the different videos, the lives that he's done over this past maybe 10 days, 11 days. And so you can get caught up on what he's doing. And I know not everybody can get up at 3 in the morning. But when you do get up, go take a look at it and everything. And I'm telling you, you will truly enjoy the information he's putting out. So on Wednesday, the morning of the 8th, that one you really need to look at, because he talked about the subject that I keep sharing with y'all, or keep, not even a subject, a question that keeps coming up over and over again. Everybody keeps asking me about oversaturation of the notary market. And here's the thing. Y'all making excuses when you start talking about, is it oversaturated? You got into a business, and now no sooner than you get in, you're talking about, is it oversaturated? If you thought that was an issue or concern before you got into this, then you probably shouldn't have got in it. If you all of a sudden, no sooner than you get into it, you start thinking that that's what the issue is, then you probably just need to go on and bow out. Now, I'm going to say something here, and I know it might offend some people, but I think, I'm just going to have to say this to y'all. Don't call me, text me, or email me asking me, do I think it's oversaturated? Because I'm not going to answer you. For it's giving you an answer saying yes or no. The reason why is because I don't know. Nobody really knows how many notaries out here are actively trying to do, and know what I said, trying. And nobody knows how many notaries are actively doing loan closings, and nobody knows how many notaries are even trying or attempting to do it. There's nobody out here keeping right. So it's hard to say that it's oversaturated, and nobody knows what the saturation market in one area versus another. As I've said repeatedly, and I got this from my mentor, Bill Soroka, it's oversaturated if you plan on being mediocre. If you're going to be a mediocre notary, then yes, it's oversaturated. If you're just trying to do the bare minimum, if you're trying to be a notary that is, I ain't getting up off of my couch unless it's this dollar amount, it's oversaturated because there's a ton of y'all out there. Now, Eric Thomas talked about yesterday morning, on Wednesday morning, today is Thursday when I'm recording this, the 9th, and he talked about on the 8th, that stop saying that it's oversaturated and worrying about how saturated something is. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be and this is what I'm saying here, this part is what I'm saying. He said stop worrying about if it's oversaturated, because people are constantly coming into the market of various different industries, and nobody worries about that. You just go do what you need to do. Find a way to separate yourself from everybody. Find a way to show that you are it, and everything will fall in line for you. So all of y'all out there who got kids in sports and stuff, sports oversaturated, but you don't stop your kids from going out there. You don't stop your kids from going out there. You do not. Nah, baby, you're gonna be. Don't worry, baby. If you do what you got to do, you're gonna be the #1 draft pick. But then you get in this notary business, and the first thing you're worrying about is it oversaturated? Now, I know somebody going to be a little smart aleck and call me or text me or email me, hey, man, is it oversaturated? My question is, what are you doing to separate yourself from the saturation? What are you doing to separate yourself from the saturation? That's the question. Don't ask me whether it's saturated. The question I got back to you is, what are you doing to separate yourself from the saturation? And for most of y'all, you're not doing anything. Not trying to be mean or disrespectful, but you're not. You're not doing anything. You're not even trying. You want somebody else to clear the field for you. You want somebody else to get rid of all the notaries for you. Stand up and be a man, be a woman, and go out here and do this. You got doctors coming into the industry all the time. For it to be, look, every time you drive around and you look at how many different restaurants there are that's serving the same kind of food. I ain't gonna say the same kind of food. All of a sudden, everybody's popping up their own brewery now. Everybody's making their own beer. Everybody's making their own liquor. When back in the Prohibition days, people were sitting up there selling moonshine. Did anybody worry about, well, it's oversaturated with moonshine runners? Nah, they did what they do. The gangsters ain't worried about it. The drug dealers ain't worried about it. All other industry, they like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make my money. I'm gonna find a way to separate myself from what you think is the saturation point and get my product out there, get my service out there. And then you come into something as simple as being a notary and you start whining and complaining about it's oversaturated, how I'm gonna make money. You make money by getting your butt up out there and working. And stop crying about stuff. I'm tired of people crying about every daggone thing. You switch jobs left and right all the time, but you don't worry about, well, I know if it's oversaturated as a front desk receptionist, if it's oversaturated as a project manager. Nah, you go out there and you take them courses and you learn and you learn and you learn. And then you bring your little narrow butt up in here into the notary industry, and the first thing you want to do is hop on everybody's social media, call everybody, whining and complaining. But is it oversaturated? I mean, how I'm going to make money doing this? See, the difference with this here versus that W-2 stuff that I was just saying is that you ain't got to put your own money up for that W-2 stuff. So you ain't worried about whether it's oversaturated because you ain't putting no money out really. But with this, you got to put money into it. In other words, as they say, you got to put skin in the game, and you scared that you put so much skin in it, you ain't going to get none back. You don't even count this. You say, well, college. Oh, I got financial aid, and I just keep deferring. So there's no skin in the game for you on that. Well, my job paid for my college. There's no skin in the game for you. So you ain't worried about oversaturation. So in other words, as long as the money ain't coming out of your pocket, you ain't worried about what's oversaturated. You're only concerned about, is it oversaturated because there's money coming out of your pocket. You got a husband, you got a wife, you got kids, you got a dog, cat, in-laws who looking at you all side-eyed about how much money you are putting into this business. And now you're like, I don't know, it must, yeah, that's it. It's oversaturated, man. Hey, let me call some people and find out. Is it oversaturated? Yeah, baby. Baby, just like I said, they told me that it was oversaturated, so that's why I can't make no money. I can't make no money, baby, because it's oversaturated. But then your baby's like, your little narrow butt ain't even got up to do anything. Have you signed up for? Well, I ain't signed up for anything because it's oversaturated. Baby, when do you even have a notary stamp? I ain't get a notary stamp yet because it's oversaturated. Y'all know these are conversations that y'all having. So I'm asking y'all, and I know people going to thumbs down, unsubscribe, all that, and y'all know that none of that bothers me or affects me or matters to me. But I'm just letting you know that I know that's what you're going to do. So don't think that you're going to surprise me and all of that by doing that, because I'm out here doing what I got to do. I'm doing what I'm telling y'all to do. I'm doing y'all what I'm advising y'all to do, which is get your butt up and go out here and work. Y'all got to, like I said earlier, back on May 7th, on my birthday, May 7th of this year, you look at my videos back then, I did a video talking about it's time for you to make a decision. And the problem is, y'all don't want to make a decision. Y'all want somebody to decide for you. So, tater tots good. If you want somebody to make a decision for you because you're too scared to make a decision on what you need to do in your life, all right, I'm gonna do this for you. Cash app me $100 at $ Griffin Notary, GRIFFINNOTARY, Griffin Notary. Cash me $100 and I'll make a decision for you concerning this business. Not guarantee you won't like the decision, but I will make a decision for you. I will. I'll turn on my GPS. 11 minutes to get there. I will make a decision for you if, since you can't make a decision for yourself, you can go and pay me and I'll make a decision for you. $100. I'll make one decision for you for $100. These decisions you need me to make for you concerning this business, since you're not willing to do it, pay me $100. Oh yeah, I know some people get mad at me now. We're making excuses to not do what we need to do. If all these other people are being successful in the business, why can't you? They took the same training as you. But now you're like, well, now I don't know if I can make any money. And then you're listening to people out there that keep telling you that, oh yeah, it's oversaturated, that's why I can't make no money. And then you just instantly believe these people who you don't know. And then you call me and others asking the same question, and it doesn't make sense. So Eric Thomas was basically saying, just get out there and do it. Stop making excuses. Stop worrying about the saturation point of stuff. Nobody even knows what the saturation point is. What would be, can anybody tell me what is considered the saturation point for the notary business? What is the actual saturation point for the notary business? What is it? 5,000 notaries? 80,000? 100? What is the actual saturation point? Because what I will tell you this, now that I'm done with my little rant, I will tell you this. From 2 interviews that I've done on my channel with signing company owners, as well as me just having conversations with other people who run signing companies and title companies and schedulers and all of those people, they all say their pool of notaries that they need to choose from, who are good notaries that they can trust and rely on, has dwindled, has gotten smaller. So again, it's oversaturated with bum notaries. It's not oversaturated with good notaries. Now, the problem is you haven't been properly trained. If you haven't been properly trained, you see what I'm saying? If you haven't been properly trained and you sitting here just flat out lacking confidence because you got all of this crap floating through your head from Facebook and all these other places, then you're never going to be in a position to step up to get into that small segment of people who are the cream of the top, the cream of the cream, the creme de la creme, the top dogs. But it starts off by you just getting out there and doing it, taking those orders and proving your worth by working, not by verbalizing and saying it. All of this here, I see people posting videos about they ain't taking this order, that order. Okay, that's fine. But what orders are you taking? What orders are you getting to take? Are you getting any orders? Because you can sit here and brag about what you're not going to do. The question is, what are you doing? Are you doing the work and making money? Because I guarantee if anybody took time out and investigated some of y'all and looked into y'all background, they would see y'all probably been blacklisted 3 or 4 times. But you hopping on Instagram and Facebook bragging about what you ain't doing, what you ain't gonna take, and you really have already been blacklisted. So, serious bumps. So I guess that's my little rant and everything. So don't call me, text me, email me, DM me, asking me is it oversaturated, because I'm just going to ignore you. And you want to believe or feel or think that's me, you want to do whatever, that's on you, okay? That's on you. You're a grown person. If it's oversaturated, what are you going to do to separate yourself from the saturation? And if you're not willing to do anything to separate yourself from the saturation, then you should never try to encourage or give advice to anybody in your life because you didn't do it yourself. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Don't tell your kids you can do it, baby. Don't worry, you can. It doesn't. No, no. Tell your kid you can't do it. Quit because mama quit, daddy quit. And don't stop making up excuses. Well, baby, the reason why I didn't do the notary thing because it was oversaturated. Well, mom, only 1% of people who are basketball players get drafted in the NBA. But you'll be that 1%. Okay, mom. So if I could be the 1%, why can't you be the 1% that's getting those orders out there and doing a great job? But see, baby, it's different because Facebook told me that it was oversaturated. Facebook didn't say that the basketball chances of you getting a basketball scholarship or being a basketball player in the NBA was bad. Facebook didn't say that. They said that about what I'm doing. So I got to go with what Facebook says. And y'all know I'm speaking truth. You know I am. You know I am. Y'all know I am. So I'm going to go in and knock this house inspection out. I know y'all probably try to tear me up in the comments and all that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Still love you. Still going to do everything I can to help you. But the thing is, what are you going to do to help yourself and execute what you need to get executed for yourself and for your family? All right? Peace.